introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, break. Topper, topper. Push him back. Push him back.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. On second down, it's Coleman. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Off play action, it's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Safety's creeping.
Hey, gun.
Motion.
21.
54.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Stephen Gostkowski on for the field goal.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. Room here to run. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 11. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh, General West. Hey, over.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
With the score, Texans 10, Ravens 9.
On 1st down, it's Grant. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go,
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
21, 21.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Here we go. Smooth.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
12, fellas, here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Beckham complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Here we go.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
21. Here we go.
2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Play action, Garoppolo. He gets this to Devontae Adams. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Check 31.
Five.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league.
11.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo looking deep and got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that. Aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got you. 65.
Right there. 54, right there. 54.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, gun.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Garoppolo. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Check, Mike, 56.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Hey, gun.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. Give him 32 on the play. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, gun.
Here's Grant. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, watch that. I got this.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Sam off. Protein spill.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They will run again with Coleman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Coleman now. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? And
that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
21. I'm on.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Texans push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll run it with Coleman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Right, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Watch the slant.
Hey, Echo.
Mike front boards. Hey, get in the weight room. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Garoppolo now. And that's complete to Adams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Get it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Leo. 90 Wolf.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Coleman. And some space here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Coleman. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. It's caught here by Adams. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
21.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. The left side throw complete to Adams. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Going for it all. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Here we go.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
21. Here we go.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
12, Tyler, here we go.
Watch the curls. Right there, 54, right there.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Gostkowski for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though.